In the previous video, we saw what is digital piracy. So in this video, we want to see what are the types of software piracy. So my dear friend, I'm your friend Ahebwa Martin. This is my number. This one is my number, and this is my email address. So let's dive and see what are the types of software piracy. So it seems that illegal software is available anywhere to anyone at any time, from where shopping malls in the world to the unscrupulous computer systems retailers a few blocks down the streets. Pirated programs are sold for a pittance. So let us see. They're saying that the following are some of the methods by which illegal copies of software circulate among computer users. How do these softwares circulate how do these digital pirated softwares actually circulate among computer users? So one is soft lifting. Soft lifting. What is soft lifting? The most common type of piracy, soft lifting, also called soft loading, means sharing a program with someone who is not authorized by the license agreement to use it. A common form of soft lifting involves purchasing a single licensed copy of software and then loading the software onto several computers in violation of licensing terms. So what do they mean here? They are saying that this means that you have downloaded a certain program, or you have got a certain program or a certain software, but now you are using it without the authorization license agreement, or you are using it without the license agreement. So, and you have installed it on one computer and on another computer, on multiple computers. So this is what they are trying to say, that means sharing a program with someone who is not authorized by the license agreement to use it, meaning that you are giving access, you are sharing this software with someone who was not authorized to use it. A common form of soft lifting involves purchasing a single licensed copy of software and then loading the software onto several computers in violation of licensing terms. On college campuses, it is rare to find a software program that has not been soft loaded, meaning that in most cases, these computers we see in colleges, in institutions, they normally get one software and they use that one software onto other machines or onto other computers. So they're saying that people regularly lend programs to their roommates and friends, either not realizing it's wrong or not thinking that it's a big deal. Soft lifting is common in both businesses and homes. So that is one type of software piracy. So let us see another one. We are having hard disk loading. Let's see, what is hard disk loading according to software piracy? So we are saying that often committed by hardware dealers. This form of piracy involves loading an authorized copy of software onto computer being sold to the end user. This makes the deal more attractive to the buyer at virtually no cost to the dealer. The dealer usually does not provide the buyer with manuals or the original CDs of the software. This is how operating systems like Windows 98 are often pirated. So what do they mean here, or what are they trying to mean here? They are trying to tell you that sometimes when you are to buy a computer, you find that on the computer it is already having the softwares, meaning that these softwares you are having, they don't give you the original copies of those softwares that is the CDs of those softwares, meaning that you just get the copies of those softwares, and in use of those soft copies, it means that you are using them, you are accessing those softwares, yet you are unauthorized user. So that is what they are trying to mean, that hard disk loading. Then we are having another one called the renting. Renting involves someone renting out a copy of software for temporary use without the permission of the copyright holder. The practice, similar to that of renting a video from a blockbuster, then we have violates the license agreement of software. So renting, what do they mean here? Let's say that you are having a movie on your CD. Yes, let's say that you're having a movie on your CD, and you are choosing to say, let me watch it. At the same time, you find your friend is saying, also allow me to see, to watch on your, on to have a watch on your CD, on that video that is on your CD. So it means that you giving him that CD to watch that video, you are renting, and that renting is one way or one form of software piracy, and that is what they are trying to explain in this renting software piracy type. So we have another type called the OEM unbundling. So often just called unbundling. This form of piracy means selling standalone software originally meant to be included with a specific a company, often just called unbundling. This form of piracy means selling standalone software originally meant to be included with a specific accompanying product. An example of this form of piracy is someone providing drivers the specific printer without authorization. So what do they mean here? They are trying to say that, let's say that they have given us an example of a printer. So let's say that you have a printer, and this printer of yours has failed print due to driver updates or driver software upgrades. So you going to internet and downloading those drivers and using them over your computer or into your printer, it means that you have accessed those drivers. But in accessing those drivers, you are not authorized. You are just using them when you are unauthorized. Actually, you are a thief. You are just stealing from those people. So this is what they are trying to mean, that you are unbundling something that is already bundled, meaning that you don't have the actual real drivers of that computer to that PC, to that printer. So that is what they are trying to mean here by OEM unbundling. So let's continue. We are having another form of software piracy called counterfeiting. So counterfeiting means producing fake copies of a software, making it look also making it making it look making it look authentic. So this involves providing the box, CDs, and manuals, all designed to look as much like the original product as possible. Microsoft products are the ones most commonly counterfeited because of their widespread use. Most commonly, a copy of CD is made with CD banner. With the CD banner, and a photocopy of the manual is made. Counterfeit software is sold on street corners and sometimes unknowingly sold even in retail stores. Counterfeit software is sold at prices far below the actual retail price. So what do they mean here? It means that, let's say that you have seen this Microsoft Office CD, that Microsoft CD software. So that software, sometimes people duplicate. They create certain CDs which look actually like that CD. But these CDs that they are creating, they are fake CDs. That is what they're saying, that counterfeiting, doing something that is trying to resemble the original. So that is what they're saying, that prices are far below the actual retail price, meaning that these fake products are normally sold at a cheap price compared to the original prices. So that is what they are trying to tell us in counterfeiting as a form of digital software piracy. Then we are having another one called online piracy. The fastest growing form of piracy is internet piracy. With the growing number of users online and with the rapidly increasing connection speeds, the exchange of software on the internet has attracted an extensive following. In the past, bulletin board systems were the only place where one could download pirated software. Currently, there are hundreds of thousands of sites providing unlimited downloads to any user. Often, the software provided through these sites is cracked to eliminate any copy protection schemes. So what do they mean here? They are trying to tell you that online piracy actually is the most platform actually that is giving out this content that is copyrighted. So meaning that let us be careful of what we are using. Let us be careful of these softwares we are downloading, and let us be careful of anything that these websites we are dealing with. Sometimes we are dealing with information that is copyrighted and that is pirated. So my dear friend, I have made this video to make sure that we understand this and learn how we can protect our information, at the same time how we can use the already made online information. I remain as your friend Ahebwa Martin here at Palm Foundation. Bye for now.